Good morning, everybody, and welcome to episode 10 of Spirit Sessions, A View of the Light, where we take spirituality and break it down and make it into things everyone can understand. All the modalities, we're all about educating and promoting all of our different modalities so everyone can understand. Today on Spirit Sessions, we are going to explore that Groundhog Day that we sometimes have, where it doesn't matter what we do, we keep running into blocks. And we have with us the wonderful Janelle Cameron from Australia, who's up really, really early. Well, maybe she hasn't gone to bed yet. It's about 2 a.m. in Australia. And is not only the excellent person that does the Ascension Cosmic Report, but she is also a Metatronic Ascension healer, and she has her own modality, and she's going to explain to us today what that is. But before she does, would everybody like to like this up, share this out, and take a few seconds to share it out? The winner of this week's contest will be announced by Bex at the end, but that would be last week's. This week, Bex Marie is going to give a mini reading to whoever shares the most out. So if everybody like to take a second and share it out, we'd be just honored to have you do that. It'd be just great if you could. And yeah, so we'll do that out, share it out. I'm just getting out. So, hey, Janelle, while I'm sharing it out, why don't you say hi to everyone and tell us what Metatronic Ascension Healing is and what's going on with that.
So the modality actually came very organically. It basically came from doing some remote viewing, and what I learnt that I could do was actually being clairvoyant. I could actually see blocks in the body, so I would see physical ailments, and then I would be shown where in time those physical ailments, what trauma occurred for that physical ailment to occur. So it actually, it can be emotional blocks, it can be also that have manifested into physical conditions. So it can be an overall healing, not just emotional, it can be a physical healing as well, because once we clear those emotional blocks physically, we can assist in the healing as well. And what they may do is actually give advice how to back up the healing with the body as well as the soul as such. So it's basically clearing blocks. The healing is clearing blocks from trauma, and it could be in early on in life, or it actually could be from past lives. So kind of what I'm shown, I connect with the person's higher self and maybe their guides, whoever comes in, and they basically tell me how what the block is that's actually that person needs to work on right now. So the person will actually generally, who comes for the healing, will say, okay, well, I specifically would like some information in regards to this part of my life, like an intuitive reading. And so they would like information in regards to, some difficulty they're having in their life. And then what will happen from there is I'll be taken back to show what's blocking that success in their life, or the reason why they can't, they have issues with their relationships, it can be very specified. So if a person gives me specifics, well, then they will take me back to that particular time where that block occurred in their life, and the fact that they hadn't healed from it, so therefore they brought it over into this lifetime.
Um, so they can be physical ailments too. I think Teresa was,
Yes.
Teresa, you've had a
Yeah.
healing with Janelle. And can you just
I had an
kind of,
empowering healing. Yeah. It was awesome. I went to Janelle because I had a rough move and I wanted to know, okay, well, what now? But we had to clear some stuff in the past first. And what was neat, Janelle could actually feel in her own body what was going on in my body, and she could feel the pains that I was having. And then she told me exactly how to deal with it. It's not like she says, "Oh, I can heal you." No, she actually showed me what to do. She told me I had daggers that are like in me from my sisters and my mother, and she told me that she could feel Archangel Michael in my life and behind me, and that I could imagine him standing there around me, and imagine every time I was having the pain, imagine him pulling out each of these daggers. And so I was like, okay, I'll try that. And the first time I tried it, actually, I could feel it. It took like 5 minutes of feeling these daggers come out at different ways and different positions all through me. After 5 minutes, I'm sitting there. The pain is gone. It was so amazing and it made me feel so great. Thank you, Janelle. It was awesome.
so Janelle, you kind of you kind of identify it and then give the people a prescription, sort of like, so you empower the healer, you empower the person to be their own healer. Is that how you kind of were describing it to us earlier?
Yeah, well, basically we're all healers. Everyone has that ability, and it's actually, yeah, I love this modality simply because it is empowering. It's not saying, I'm going to heal you. It's showing the person how they can heal themselves. So going forth, any further trauma they have in that regard, they can tap back into, different ways of how they empowered themselves the first time to heal. So it's actually kind of, yeah, it's they can use that going forth, and perhaps they can't always identify it. So, they may need to come back so we can identify it. We all have blocks. We all have blocks
So
from
sometimes
trauma.
we get rid of one
from,
and then another one pops up that was a little bit smaller, overshadowed by one of the bigger ones. So you just speed their process by helping them figure it out.
All those memories are actually, they're impressed in our DNA. So basically, we have the Akash within us as well. So through our DNA, through our molecules, because when we incarnate back again, they're imprinted in our DNA. So basically, it's just accessing those traumas when they came up, because what will happen if they haven't healed, we'll just keep, and we haven't learnt the lesson from that. It's like our phobias and our habits and addictions and things like that. They're all stored DNA. So basically, the modality is actually unlocking that DNA, unlocking that trauma, cutting the cords with that trauma. But the way it's given to me is very practical steps for that person to do. So basically, I'm fed exactly what they need, and it could be supplements even. It's no, everyone's different because we're individuals. So what may actually heal one person isn't going to work for the same, even if the trauma was very similar, because it's our reaction to those traumas as well. So, it might be the fact that that person needs supplements to heal the physical manifestation of that block, of that trauma.
Were you going to be able to, you were talking earlier that you might be able to do a little clearing and shielding and sort of, I don't know, show us clearing and shielding. What do you think? Can you do a little clearing and shielding for us, and maybe some transmuting? Is that what you're talking about? Get rid of some bad.
Yeah, I think it's a perfect time to do that. We've had some really full-on energies come in over the weekend, and we're actually going to be having some more. So there's been a lot of clearing. There's a lot of anxiety in the field this morning, I felt. I kind of feel everything. I'm very sensitive to energy, and I could feel it in my solar plexus this morning. And I knew
a lot
it
of those
wasn't mine.
battles going on. Those battles we were talking about earlier.
When people are clearing, you can feel I can feel the collective when people are clearing. And I knew it wasn't mine. I was just like, right. And people are feeling very off today. So, yeah, I think it'd be a great time to do that.
And just want to, before we start that, I just want to have you tell us where we can find you. You'll put your links in the comments below, and they can contact you through your page, and you can set up a session with Janelle by private messaging you, right? That's the best way to get a hold of you.
Yes, I have a professional page, and I also have my own group that I'll leave the links down there for, where I do all my Ascension guide work there, where I assist people with letting them know what's going on, also expanding their consciousness basically with knowledge. So I was guided to set that up for that purpose, to assist with Ascension and assist people with their exposure to greater information.
Okay, that's great. So if you can, and we'd love to experience a clearing or a shielding or whatever you want to call this little moment, we can all do it. There's lots of people on today, and I think everybody would enjoy it. There's Lori Hendon and Casey McCauley and Tig and Christy and Sarah Walter and Anna Winkler is on, and Dallas is on. So if you guys like this up and share it out, even in the replay, you'll get a session with Bex Marie. And Janelle, why don't you lead us in a little bit of a clearing, shielding, transmuting? That'd be great.
Sure. Well, we're going to keep it very simple, and because, as we were discussing before the show, my guides tell us that we, as humans, overcomplicate things. So I really want to take kind of all that out of it, and our thoughts are our most powerful tool that we have. And we were talking about how we have crystals and all that kind of thing, and they're beautiful and they're wonderful to have around, and they have their own consciousness. But at the end of the day, our thoughts and intentions are our biggest powerhouse tool that we have. So that's how I really want to do the clearing and the shielding, show people how simple it is and how they can invoke that anytime, particularly when they're actually having a tense situation with someone, to be able to do this right there and then and clear their energy. You can do it anytime, anywhere. You can be driving in your car. You really, it's just purely intention. So what we want to do is and you can call upon whoever you like. If you want to call in your team, I personally really don't do that much anymore. I just call in my higher self and basically just say, okay, I want to clear our energy. I want to clear our whole energetic body. I want to clear my whole field. I then actually extend it to, I want to clear the whole house. And sound is also perfect to, while you're doing this, you can go around, like sage is great. I know a lot of people use sage, but you can even just go around clapping really loudly. And it's like 2 o'clock in the morning, so I'm not going to clap because I don't want to wake the house up.
Ring my bell.
Because everyone's sleeping. So I'm going to be rather quiet about the whole thing. But yeah, you can go around like with the singing bowl, you can go around just clapping. You don't need to kind of buy all these fancy things in order to do that. You can do it with sage as well, but the intention, it's mainly your intention. So basically, to clear your energetic field, also you can actually sweep yourself and just that physical thing of like just sweeping yourself, sweeping the energy off you and then dusting it off to the side. And, so that's the intention, that you have like cleared your energetic field. Now, you also, because we have several bodies, you can clear, so not so close to you. Like, a lot of people will clear close to them, but then we've got several layers of ourselves. So it's just kind of sweeping it and intending in your mind. And I love, and this is, what I do. I love intending and visualization. So I visualize basically everything's being cleared. All the lower energies are being cleared. If you actually feel any pains in your body, also something to say is to clear any lower energies, any entities, any attachments, any hooks, because basically when we have difficult situations, with different people, if you have that in your life, particularly if it's very emotional for you, they can hook into your energy centers. So, and quite often where these hooks occur is the hips, and you can feel them in your ribs and your back. It's really weird where they seem to attach, and also your heart. Because the heart, like, particularly if it actually affects your heart, make sure you cut the cords there, because that's your main energy center where someone will hook into, basically. Okay, so that's clearing your energy. And then what you want to do, if you're feeling like, you're kind of undergoing psychic attack at all, you can always put a shield around you, which is just a big golden egg bubble around yourself. So intending and visualizing a golden egg bubble is around you. So, you can do that now just by purely intending that. And another thing I really love, and it actually, it's more for invoking joy, just sprinkle yourself with like golden glitters of, God force energy. And like a shower of golden glitters. And it kind of, I don't know, for me it always kind of, it makes me smile. It kind of really shifts my, envisaging that I'm having a golden glitter shower. And so, that can be something that really is a mood enhancer as well, that it can lift your energy. Now, another thing that you can do is you can also intend for Metatron actually showed me of actually gridding my whole property with a 6-pointed star. So the star basically, one's like that, star shape, and then the other one is like, oops, we were going to actually, maybe I'll just do it with my hands. So the top star's like that.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
Right there.
Perfect. Perfect, Rhonda. So just visualizing with your mind of gridding your property with the 6 stuff. And that's actually, it's called 12-dimensional 12-dimensional protection. So it actually protects for 12 interference from your field.
We can hear you. You're just kind of breaking up in a bit. You're back. Thank goodness. Okay.
Yeah, she's back.
You're back. That must have got really, really charged. We got really, really charged here. We have to always be careful because we do charge ourselves up. It's great.
Oh, you actually couldn't hear me?
No, we could hear
We
you,
could hear you.
We just lost your picture for a bit.
but you're back.
Oh,
Yeah, you're back.
there we go.
Yeah, you're back.
I didn't realize. Because I
That's
can
okay.
see me okay.
Yeah, you're perfect. You're perfect. Thank you so much, Janelle. It's just been great. You've given us a lot to think about. And if you need to get a hold of Janelle, if you want to get rid of some blocks or find out what your blocks are,
Do it.
you can go and she can give you a healing prescription and identify your blocks for you on her page. And remember to watch her tonight. Bex Marie, you have some announcements too.
I do. First, I want to say thank you to Janelle for coming and hanging out with us today and sharing your amazing gifts with us. Always an awesome time sitting, talking with you and being empowered and completely mind blown every time. So thank you very much for hanging out. And I get to be the announcement girl today. Yay. So first, I'm going to announce the winner of this last week's Share It Out. And the winner who gets an angel reading with Teresa is Alexandra O'Hare. Congratulations.
Yay.
Very awesome. So Teresa will contact you and set up your reading, and you're going to love it. It's going to be amazing. Today at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, 10 a.m. Pacific Time on the Akashic Academy Facebook page, we have Nourishing Your Multidimensional Body with Kathy Homeyer. And this evening at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 4 p.m. Pacific Time, we have Janelle Cameron with the Cosmic Ascension Report, which is always so
Back
good.
again.
Seriously, like the stuff that you share, it's like, I knew this wasn't just me. I know I wasn't the only one going through this. Thank you for telling me that, because it's so hard to have these ascension symptoms. Sometimes you feel crazy. So
Yeah,
I'm glad
it's
that
so
we're all
great to
sharing
have
in the
this on the
crazy.
Akashic Academy. Yeah.
It is.
So
It's
good.
so good because it helps you plan your week too. It definitely helps you know how to work through the energies better because you have more awareness. So it's a really powerful half hour. And also for anybody who's interested, I am still raising money for a laptop that I can use for the show and for my business. So I will be live for one-card readings at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, 3 p.m. Pacific on Divinely Guided Inspirations with Bex Marie. And I'm asking a $10 love donation for one-card pulls, and my PayPal link will be in the comments of the live feed at 6 p.m. on my page. So if you guys want to come hang out and get a card, that would be awesome. And thank you all so much for coming and hang out with us today and being a part of the show.
I'd like to just say, if you like these shows, support the Akashic Academy. There's something on every day. Sunday's a real busy day. It's a really great day because usually it's a chill day in our lives, which is really nice. So we have all these wonderful programs to watch. If you want to get more involved, you can join the Akashic Academy for just $11.11 a month, and that's the secret group where there's classes going on all week long and things going on all the time. You get really good value for your money, and it's $100 per year. And
So worth
all
it.
all four of us have been sort of
So worth
graduates and are in the Akashic Academy and are part of the Akashic Academy, and it's really grown us spiritually, and I know it will you too. It's like for, $2 Starbucks a month, and who wants to drink sugar?
Just be ready for powerful shifts in your life. If you do this, you have to be ready because it's going to happen.
Yes.
Even if you go and breathe with Emily every day, it's very powerful.
I love that.
Very powerful.
I love that.
And Nick and Emily
Coach
have some
Nick,
great things that make your mind move
Mindfulness
a little different.
technique.
So
Yes.
please take a look in and take a peek in and check it out. You can check it out for a month or you can check it out for the year. It's not too bad. It's really cheap for the value you get. And we're here every week, and every week on this page, Teresa, who's the community manager for the Akashic Academy, pins who's on every day. So it's a great way to plan your day and your breaks at work, so you can sneak on your phone and watch and listen in or whatever during the day. Not that I would ever do that, but yeah. It's great.
Are you talking from experience?
Yes, but I plan my breaks around the show so I can, pop in and take a look. But the replays are just as powerful. That's the great thing. The replays of all these shows, if you miss them, you can go and watch the replay, and all the energy is still in there, and you can watch them over and over again. That's the great thing about them. So I know a lot of times I have to go and watch Janelle's over just so I can get it.
Yes.
Maybe I'll
There's
go
a
back
lot.
and check it later on and go, oh, okay, that's what's happening. I understand now. So, yeah, it's great. And, I've learned
And
a
it's
lot.
been a big week.
Yeah. And it's
Big
a big
week.
week's coming up, Bay, too, I think. I
Right.
got a
Well,
feeling big week's coming up. I got a
we're
feeling.
in a very big gateway. So, up until equinox, things are ramping up.
Yay! I hope
You
it,
can
yeah.
feel it.
Yep.
I can
There's
feel
an
it.
Lots
excitement
of
in the air.
feelings.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
great.
Yeah.
Great.
And,
So,
the flip side of that is going through the healing. So,
yeah.
kind of,
It's like tearing your house apart and you got all that junk out all over, the drawers are
yeah.
all up. But then once you get it all put away, it's like, oh my God, it's just perfect in here now. So you have to get the junk out of the junk drawers to clean the house.
We've got to declutter.
Got to
Yes.
declutter our lives and our houses. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
It's the way it is.
Inside and out.
Yeah.
Internal
So
and external.
I want to thank
Declutter.
all you guys for being on with
Excuse
us and sharing it out, and just
Thank
keep
you.
sharing it out.
Thank
That's
you.
great. Hi, Jessica's here today too, and Alice Lewis. Oh, her life is changing right before her eyes. Woohoo! Yeah, I know how that feels.
Yeah, it's true.
I think all of us have big changes in this year. I
Uh-huh.
can't even imagine what it was like before. So,
Yeah, couldn't have done it without Emily.
yeah.
And all of you.
And I love you guys, and I hope you can get back to sleep now, Janelle.
Me too.
Happy
Just had a
Monday
coffee.
morning for you. A happy Monday morning for you.
Otherwise, if I can't get back to sleep, when I'm on later, I'll be like,
It'll
I'll
be a
be like,
fun
okay,
show.
I'm dragging the chain, guys.
You get those kids off to school
Hopefully
and have a
I'll.
little nap. Yeah,
Yes.
great. Thank you so much for
Awesome.
joining us. Really appreciate
Thank
it.
you so much for
Love you.
having me. And I'm excited to showcase my modality. I love it.
Yeah,
I think it's an awesome,
you got me so
awesome
excited.
healing tool.
Yeah, got me
Yeah.
excited.
So I look forward to people reaching out.
That's awesome.
And thank you. Thank you
And
for
we'll
having me on your show.
And we'll put everything in the comments so you guys can find us easily. Okay. Thank you
Yes,
very much.
I will do that after the show.
Thanks. Love you guys. Have a
blessed
blessed week, everyone.
Yes.
Bye-bye.